All right, welcome back to the second episode of the Pick and Roll Pod. I'm Mo. I got Dex with me. We got another good one for y'all today, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Off the rip, we're gonna start with the under 25 draft. I'm gonna let Dex start this one off. Let him get the first pick, and then we kind of
Oh,
bounce
you
back
give
and
me the
forth.
first pick?
Yeah, we're gonna bounce back and forth though. You get first pick, then kind of like a serpentine thing. Then I get two, and then bounce back, and then I believe you should get two if that's correct on the serpentine.
So I get one, you get two. I get
And,
two, you get one. Okay, I got
and
you.
we
Please
do
say the
that.
serpentine.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you going to be back and forth for the serpentine, but that works out too.
yeah.
First pick, I'm taking Luka, man. Luka off the
That's,
board. Luka off the board. I wasn't even going to debate about
that's
that.
easy. That's the easy pick. That's first on
That's
my board too.
undisputed. Whoever you got to like, that's number one, no matter which way you're doing it.
Got to. He might be number one if you just drafted for real, for real. No age.
Yeah,
Um. All right, this next. Well, I get the next two. Actually, I'm gonna go crazy.
yeah. I'm
I'm
already right
taking.
there. Go
I'm
ahead.
taking Jason Tatum.
Exactly. I already rotate him down. And go ahead and take the other one. I know you got it.
I feel like you think it. I'm taking Anthony Edwards.
I definitely
I'm
tweet.
taking
Oh,
Anthony. I looked at the
he
name and
said
I was like, I know who you think I'm taking, and I'm not taking him. I got Anthony Edwards, bro.
Anthony Edwards off the board. All right, hold on, wait. Tell me why you put Edwards up there above at least
Yeah.
two names. I thought you was gonna go for sure. I ain't gonna lie. At
Oh, I
least
see
two.
the other name you're talking about. Because I
Yeah,
feel like, all right,
you ain't gotta get anything behind them. Just go off of Ant.
just
Cause
Ant.
Ant is nice. Ant is on my list. I thought Ant was real life gonna be there around like that seventh pick though.
And I'm looking at Bi, and that would have been my next pick, but I'm like, I feel like he gonna be there. Anthony Edwards is that guy, bro. After watching him in the playoffs, bro, and it's his
Yeah,
second year, it nah, bro. He got it, bro. Like I don't like talking like that about players like it, and talking in just like
yeah.
little sayings and shit. But nah, bro got it. Like I ain't like him coming out of the draft, low key. When he was coming out, I
Yeah.
was like, why he the
A
number
lot of
one pick? Bro, just athletic to me. Then I seen his first, I was like, nah, he like that.
and what's crazy is, bro, like he like basketball. Obviously, for the league, I feel like you gotta like it. But football was his thing. It's the same thing with like Donovan Mitchell. Like Donovan Mitchell used to play baseball. Like baseball, if he could, he played football. Donovan Mitchell could, he probably played baseball. And they just both so nice. He is mad athletic though. But I think he benefited from like his college route. He kind of did the same thing Trey did, where I'm going to go to a school that ain't really got money and just try to like backpack. He obviously didn't have that same success. I think his team was like maybe 500, like around 500. And Trey's team, like OU he was literally back like,
I
all right, come
seen
on, yeah,
I seen Trey Young. I just didn't see Anthony Edwards, so that's probably why because he was at Georgia, and I was like,
yeah.
I ain't watching
No,
no
no,
Georgia
no games
games.
on. Nobody
Right?
cared about Georgia.
They had one. I
But
think it
they like he came in, he ISO moves was crazy. He was chucking it. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't like him coming out of the draft that much just because I didn't know what he was as like if you put him on like in the team, what his role was going to be. Obviously, he's the ISO scorer, like you just said, like super athletic. But coming out the draft, bro, I think his stats were just bad. His shooting stats were bad. I'm sorry. Like if you watch him, like he definitely got like gold. Like he was showing out on like I think the Maui Invitation.
that's what
Like
I
when
was
he
saying. That's why
like
that's
yeah,
the only thing I saw. I ain't see nothing else except that invitation. After that, I was like, nigga, when the hell Georgia play? What channel they on? But
yeah,
the
no,
crazy thing is
it,
Jason
man,
Tatum had bad splits in college too. So like it's hard to kind of determine like
yeah,
players shooting splits and like how they gonna translate based off of college because that's why Jason Tatum fell to three because niggas was like, bro, he not the number one pick. Of course, if we go back, it's more of a conversation and ain't
yeah.
no way
No, ain't no
Markel Fultz
conversation.
go over.
If you go back, he's number one out that draft, no matter what. But no, you're not wrong though. But like I think Tatum fell to three because that was Markel and Zoe. Zoe was
It
we
was
thought
though.
look, bro, coming out, I thought Zoe was gonna be like I said Steve Nash for defense. That's what I said.
Uh,
Steve Nash for defense.
he's
And
still
I'm
a
not
really good player though, bro. Like when
very,
he's
very
healthy.
top
When
if he's healthy, later
he,
on. But if he's healthy, like top 15 PG in the
um,
league. When he's healthy, honestly, probably higher than that. And if he's not on the Bulls and he got a team where I'm running the show, do
yes,
the
bro.
Magic Johnson, like
Even the games he played with the Bulls, he was
he took
cold,
us out.
bro. He would have made an
Took us
all
out.
defensive team if he had played the whole season. He got to play the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
season. He was on an all defensive team.
yeah. All right.
So
So
that was my two.
those are two. So now I got one and then the other one. So back to back. So I got 2 picks back to back. Hold on, what my draft for that? So I already got Luka. And you took Tatum, dog. I was really hoping you was going a whole other route. I mean, obviously that's who you should have picked.
That's the one.
Edwards is throwing me off though, because now I'm trying. You know what? All right. I'm taking Bam off the board right now because it's not a whole lot.
Bam?
Bam is off the board right now. He probably shouldn't be this high. He probably gonna be there later.
I was about to say, bro. I
He
hope
probably
your
gonna be
next
there
pick
later.
making up for it.
He's probably gonna be there later, but I need some defense around Luka because that's the only thing Luka don't do like crazy well, play defense.
Wow.
I do not want to get this other dude that was on my head, bro. I really do not want to do it. I'll take Ingram right here though. I'm definitely taking Ingram right here. Because you took my favorite Duke wing. I gotta take my second favorite Duke wing.
All right, you say BI. You writing these down, right?
You said what?
You just writing yours down, or you writing both down?
I write both of ours down.
All right, bet.
All
right, you took BI and Bam, which wasn't on my list.
I mean, look, I know. You don't gotta say it. I know, but he's there because I'm assuming the other player who I want is gonna still be there. But I don't know if Bam gonna make it once you start filling out your roster. You like, I gotta get like a big, or you gotta get somebody that then it might be good. You might not have been thinking about Bam. Maybe I'm just
wasn't gonna make it. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you when we finish the list. I'm gonna tell you who made the list, and I didn't even think about Bam. Maybe he must have slipped my mind. Maybe that's what it was. But
yeah,
I got some centers above Bam. Wait, is Bam your center? Is he your 5 or you?
I don't know where he gonna be at. I know he on the squad though. We ain't even got the lineup filled out yet, man. I don't even know where we at.
All right. So is it going back? It's going back to me, but is it 1 for me or is it 2 for me?
It's 2 because we basically own the 3rd round, so you get to pick for the 3rd round and you get to pick the first pick.
All right, bet. So my next pick, I'm gonna take point guard is so hard because I want 2 of them.
Yeah.
Let me think of the structure of my team. If I got Ant and Jason Tatum already, I already got my 2 wings. We already big on the wings. Do I need to stretch the floor? Do I really? Fuck it, I'm going Ja.
Ja?
I'm going Ja.
I think you're gonna go Ja.
Damn.
That's not a bad pick though. That's somebody who was supposed to be like MVP, who was in MVP talks the whole year. That's not. Personally, he's my second favorite young point guard. Like maybe not including so can stay off of pulls along. But like the second favorite young guards, like I don't know, but like you said, point guards is crazy. Like
it's a lot. Like as soon as I made that pick, I was like, damn, I kind of want somebody else, and I think I'm gonna take him anyway because it don't matter. Dude, 6'8". I'm taking Cade Cunningham. Hey, we gonna have look, everybody, you get it and go. You grab it off the board, you get it and go.
You took my man's. You took my next pick.
Low key,
That's what I was going with next pick.
Cade Cunningham was higher on my big board than Ja Morant. It was my 4th option. It went Luka, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham was 4. That's my fault. I'm gonna have to get a big. Because we're doing a 5 and a 6 man, right?
I got 2 back to back. Damn. It's a name that's on here that people are gonna be mad we ain't picked up yet, and I'm still not picking him up. Honestly, right now, he probably realistic. Like we'll get to it if he gets picked up. If he doesn't get picked up, we're getting killed by the way. But just for how my team is structured right now, I'm taking Shea first. Shea is him, bro. I'm not gonna lie. SGA is him.
He made my list. He absolutely made my list.
He's up there. So I think the name I'm thinking of, that people gonna be like, he's still on the board. Yeah, and I'm really not picking him.
Is he gonna sit there?
He might. If he sit there, we getting killed.
I think I might get
rightfully so. Rightfully so. He's going to sit there for me though. For me, he's going to sit there. All right. So right now I got Luka, Bam, Ingram, and SGA. How the team structure right now? I could. Oh man. If we're going off of right now, I think if you're going off projections, you win it right now. If you're going off right now, I think I got it. But this year. All right, hold on. Are we doing off of who was healthy this year, like this past year, or are we like assuming everybody's healthy?
We're assuming everybody is healthy. Same for, and same for the list later on. We're assuming everybody is healthy. I don't like that. Oh, such and such got hurt.
My list later gonna change a little bit.
And I'm gonna touch on that one just a little bit. Now, if somebody has been hurt 2 consecutive seasons, all right, fine. But if you was just hurt last season, bro, you didn't fall off a cliff. We gonna be real about it.
All right, so this next pick gonna be kind of a little bit shaky then if we going off of just the
just completely healthy.
I'm going Zion. Bro. Zion should have been realistically been high on this list too.
I thought he was gonna sit. I thought he wasn't gonna make it. That wasn't who I was talking about earlier, but I didn't think Zion.
That's not who I was talking about either. But he got to be in there. He's just too like healthy or not, like whatever his limitations are offensively, like shooting the ball, like averaging what was it, like 28 or 26 on like 60% shooting. Obviously, I think he needs to improve as a defender, especially like how he was projected to be. But being 6'6" and still a tank like that, where can't nobody really stop you from getting to the rim. Like no matter what, he's going left. If he goes right, he's going left again. Like no matter what, but still nobody can stop that. Nobody wants to get
like 26. When he played, he averaged like 26 or something for like 40 games.
46. Probably I think 26 or 6 or 7. Like they gave him the keys for a minute. That's why Zion got Zion. That's why Zoe got up out of there. They got Zoe up out of there. It was like, are we gonna run our offense to Zion? And realistically, if he comes back healthy this season, they're like
that is nasty. We can really talk about that later on. But that is a nasty team.
If he's healthy this year and how they look just playing in the playoffs against the Suns and how they look like the back half of the season because they was way better, I think they're a top 5 seed. Bro.
And you add Zion?
If you add Zion to the list, I think it's top 5. The West is crazy, bro. I think the NBA really just needs to like scrap it and just 16. Do like the top 16.
16, bro.
It's top 16. At this point, the balance is just too crazy.
Because if that team is in a play-in or something, bro, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Why am I watching B.I., CJ, Zion, and all these and Valanciunas fight for a 8th seed or some shit? Just because I feel like it's gonna be like that year with like the Nuggets and Lakers and them when it's like 50-win teams. It's all 50-win teams in the thing, bro. Or not 50. It'd be close like 48 somewhere around there, but.
And that's nuts, bro.
All right, so was that your two? Zion and SGA?
It was SGA and Zion was my two.
All right, now I gotta get a big because I ain't really got no big right now.
Ben really threw me off taking him that early. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't think I thought you was gonna grab up on Ben. I ain't gonna lie to you, Paul. I thought you was gonna grab him sooner than that.
There's one player on here I really want to get, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to grab him just because we're doing 6.
Mm-hmm.
My next pick for a big, I feel like I am drafting a little bit more off of potential, but these players have shown they've shown enough flashes.
Even who you got right now ain't nothing. If you're going right now, I think right now got the edge, but that's also me like being biased to myself. But if you're going off potential, for sure, because I don't think go do your next pick and we'll obviously do it.
I need somebody in the center. I'm going Evan Mobley, man. He is like
that was who I debated on getting right now too.
When people people compare him to Tim Duncan, and not to Tim Duncan in the sense of like he played like him or nothing like that, but just the instant impact, bro. Like, bro, really, he probably. I'm pretty sure he got some votes for all defense this year, and next year he's definitely gonna make all defense.
He's potentially an all defensive player, like in a rookie season, and that's crazy. You said Tim Duncan. I think impact wise, you might be right because like coming in right away and then helping boom. But I think his play style is a lot more KG-ish than Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Without like all the yelling, the game banging, like without all the and like the as animated as Timmy as KG was. But I think he projects to be more that mode because he got a little bit of a handle on him. He got the midi, and obviously everybody has a little bit of a 3-ball right now. He's obviously going to keep getting better. But him with Darius Garland, bro, that is
nasty. And Jared, bro, they front line is crazy. Jared Allen and Evan Mobley on your front line, bro.
sending everything back, sending everything back, and he can like right. I think in a year or two he can be in that Bam kind of mode where he can guard legit 1 through 5 without it being a liability. Because that's the reason why I drafted Bam too. Also, I didn't know if I want to put Bam at the 4 to 5, depending on how like the rest of your like draft like went out. I was like, I can put him at the 4 to 5 and get like Evan Mobley, because that's who was on. I was like, I can't really get Evan Mobley depending on how the rest of the draft go. Like, but go with your. You still got one more pick.
I got one more pick. Yeah, I got a six. I got to get my 6 man.
Or however you want to do it. If you want to like restructure it and make somebody else a 6 man, then you can do that too.
Bring somebody else off the bench. I don't think so. Ain't really no more wings. I'm gonna go with Trae Young off the bench.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Trae Young.
We're gonna get killed for him sitting this long.
Instant off. We are. He almost didn't make a team. That's what I was talking about. I was like, yo, is he really gonna sit?
Now, I think me and you. Well, I don't know. This is how I did it, because I was going to starting 5 and starting 5 right now. Right. Like, even with young talents as they are, it's not a whole lot of defense that like a young dude's make. It's some elite defenders and like that young thing, but you have to surround Trae with the defenders for him to be successful.
And that's why he fell, because I was looking at it.
That's why he fell immediately.
Yeah, when I got up to my pick where I picked Ja, I was like, damn, is Jason Tatum and Anthony Edwards gonna be enough on the wings to cover up what Trae Young is on the defense, you know? But I thought you
was picking up Trae when you said Edwards. I was like, I legit scratched it out. I was like, oh snap, he was going that way. Because then I was like, oh damn, I thought he was for sure a top 4 pick, but I'm not picking him, bro. Like I love Trae Young. Trae Young is like many Steph people want to say. Obviously, I don't think he has that same impact. He doesn't have the same efficiency, but he takes the same kind of shots, and he's a way better playmaker than Steph has ever been. Way better playmaker. But the play style he has right now, I don't think is going to help them win at all. We'll see how this season goes with DeJounte. Maybe he can play a little bit off ball. But people say it all the time, like everybody want to be Steph, nobody want to run around like Steph.
It's like, 2 players. Every time that phrase is said, it's 2 players that I think of when I hear that, and that's Trae Young and Damian Lillard. If they moved off the ball anything like Steph, do Dame move? When you watch the game?
So the reason why I'm asking that is because I think Dame does more. Because but he also had CJ, who he had ball handling responsibilities too. Now, when he doesn't have another ball handler, like this season was Anthony Simons, but Dame was also hurt. So I feel like it's a double-edged sword that way. And the same thing, like Trae can't do it because he doesn't have another ball handler. But when they had like, am I tweeting? Maybe they didn't have Rondo for a season. I thought they had Rondo for a season. But when they had somebody else who could handle the ball at least a little bit, like relieve some responsibility.
They did have Rondo.
It's going to be like Kevin Turner. On the Hawks and stuff like that. And then Dame had it. Dame had the benefit of like having like a CJ who I'm gonna sit back. You cooking right now. I'm gonna just let you eat.
Yeah, it worked a lot of the time.
But obviously, nobody moves like Steph. But those 2 especially don't move like Steph because they are very ball dominant players.
And I'm more so Trae Young's. I feel like Trae Young sits. Like Trae Young, he gonna pass when he done. He ain't got. He gonna sit. Yeah, but Dame, I don't mean Dame. Dame doesn't sit because Dame does do back cuts and stuff like that. I just more so mean like when Steph moves, you can't relax. He's constantly coming off of screens. He's coming off screens you didn't see, bro. But Dame makes itself a little easier to guard sometimes. Like I understand you can get the hard buckets, but go get 5 to 6 easy points off of a screen. Somebody coming off a pin down and you running around. You shoot it. Not just as good as Steph. Nobody shoot just as good as Steph. But if we talking about who next up as far as shooting,
we talking about damn close stuff.
Yeah, you damn close. And if you taking the shots that he take, which I feel like Dame can make. If he couldn't make them, I wouldn't be like, oh shit, I don't know why you're not running off the screens. Dame can make those same shots. We even seen it.
Yeah.
I think that's the one reason I cannot put Dame in the same kind of realm as Steph. But shit, we're gonna get to that later.
Yeah.
No, all right, so that's my team rounded out.
I'm picking up Fox. Fox is my 6 man.
Fox. I didn't think he was gonna make the cut. He's on the list. I did not think he was gonna make the cut.
Man, look, there was a time where I was arguing with people over Fox being better than Ja. And I think I was accurate in that until this past season. Until this last season, obviously, Ja took off. Ja took another crazy lead. But people were saying, like, Ja was crazy. Ja won Rookie of the Year. So we knew Ja was super from his rookie year. Like, people were saying, like, off the rip, like, yeah, he's better than Fox. And I'm like, nah, not yet. The second season, way more of a conversation. I'm still like, I'm gonna go Fox. And then this season started, I'm like, y'all, y'all, y'all got it. Like,
you know what? De'Aaron
Josh,
Fox is gonna have a big season next year, though. He's gonna
I
have
think
a
so.
huge season.
I think they need to. If this isn't the season where they at least make some progress, like I think I say it every year, bro. But Sacramento's perfect team. So I feel like if he can get out, I think they need to just put it up because this is the best team they've had since like the Boogie days, and even Boogie team wasn't crazy. Boogie was just like crazy. But like you got Fox, they got Kevin Herter, Harrison Barnes, Sabonis, and Rashawn Holmes. That's probably their best starting five they've had since Fox. Well, that is their best starting five since like Fox has been there because you got somebody else who can do stuff. And Keegan Murray off their bench.
I do like him as a rookie. I
like Keegan Murray. He does everything that they need, which is just to what every team needs, but what they need especially like other shooters and somebody who can play some freaking defense other than Davion Mitchell. Like they have an okay squad. If they in the East, they like we're talking. Oh, that's probably like top. They at least a playing team, but that's like the top like 6 seed, 6, 7 seed. But because they're in the West, you like how else gonna shake out this year?
It's tough. That's why I said they probably won't make the playoffs though, which is the crazy part. Because like we just talked about, the West is crazy. It's going. I feel like this year, bro. It's a prerequisite. Yeah, you need 48 wins to get in, or even think about getting in, bro. Like, and when it's going, I feel like it's gonna come down to a point where like people got 45, 46 wins, and they planning to play in. But that's gonna force their hand, bro. You ain't gonna have no choice but to just be like, all right, just straight 1 through 16. We can't do 1 through 8. And we got people over here with over winning records, over 500 that much, and they gotta fight to get in the play in. I mean, to get in the playoffs, ridiculous.
It's crazy. But I think they'll eventually do it. But all right, so I think I wrote everything down right. So I'm assuming your starting five is gonna be something like Ja. Ant-Man or Cade at the 2 and 3, whichever way you could do that, because Ant technically play like the 3 now, but he like 6'4", but Cade is 6'8". He can play 1 through 3. Then you got Tatum at your 4 and Mobley at your 5, Trey off the bench.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy because oh man, that's nuts.
I just want a really versatile team. That was my thing.
It really is. All right, I got Luka at my 1, SGA at my 2. Then I got Ingram at the 3, Zion at the 4, and Bam at the 5. I'm thinking about the matchup wise.
Shit, Zion matching up with Tatum?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's gonna be tough for both of them.
I mean, I said it wrong. Tatum matching up with Zion. I ain't got nobody that's gonna do nothing with Zion. We're going to pack.
You don't, but Evan Mobley ain't scared to jump though.
He not.
Evan Mobley ain't scared to jump.
I might have to play him something like put Evan Mobley on him and just have Evan Mobley sit in the paint and Darren shoot, just something like that.
Sit there.
And just hope Jason Tatum can hold his own with Bam, since they cool.
Yeah. I ain't really worried about it. Bam is more so because he can do everything except like everybody here. I feel like can go get a bucket. Like Luka can do that. Ingram can do that. SGA can.
Damn, I forgot about Luka.
Yeah, SGA.
I forgot about Luka.
SGA can for sure do that, and then yeah, like Bam just does everything else you need. He'll play. He can guard 1 through 5, legitimately guard 1 through 5. Like I said, without being a liability. He's a good playmaker. I think this year people were like, oh, he fell off playmaking, but he has the ball way less because now you have a point guard who can do something. You got like Kyle Lowry, who's still like, really, not really good. He's still a really good point guard. Not good to be paying like $30 million to, but still a really good point guard. And then you got Jimmy Butler, who also is going to be ball dominant because that's what he's most effective at.
Bam has to step up, bro.
Bam!
It's too many times. It's too many times, bro. Take like 10 shots. Yo, for me, you're a max player, bro. They paid you max dollars. If you pay me max dollars, I'm shooting 20 shots. That's what you paid me for. And if I'm playing defense, if I'm an all defensive caliber player, I'm getting paid max money, and he's a good offensive player. It's not like he Rudy Gobert or no shit. Like you can score. Yo, I heard about it. Like Jimmy is telling this man to shoot. Shoot more. Yeah. Nigga, you ain't got to tell me to shoot more, bro. I'm shooting.
I'm pulling it out. But I think he does everything. I want him to take more threes. He said before he wants to take more threes. Obviously, you don't want to rush that process because there's been players like who's like recently started taking threes, and they were like people telling like Blake. Blake was always like, I'm about
and they were trying to rush him.
Yeah, and then he like he was in the gym with like Melo. I'm gonna learn this face-up game first. My midi gonna be nice. Once this midi nice, then I'm gonna go out there. I don't think he realistically started shooting threes. It was either to his like last year on the Clippers or that first year in Detroit, where he was back in Detroit. But then he had. I'm just gonna go. But I think for them to take the next step, like the Heat, I think Bam has to be like a maybe not exactly those numbers, but close to like a 20 and 10 player. Like they're
flirting with it at least.
Yeah, like flirting with it, like you said, and then because he's gonna lock up every night, no matter what. His defense is gonna be there. So there are some days you got that tougher defensive assignment, like, all right, damn, I got to guard Joel. I can't give y'all a dub today, but I can give y'all inside of like 14. I got to guard Jokic today. You motherfuckers better score. I'm gonna be tired as hell because I'm still getting cooked regard, but like nights like that, where you like, all right, I can't step up. It's crazy. I want to do like in a realistic sense of things. You want him to be able to like, I'll take this matchup. I'm eating on the other end. It's kind of hard to eat against Joel though too. But like Jokic,
I don't blame him for the matchups. And again, shit, ain't nobody scoring on.
Just those two matchups off the top of my head. But there are obviously some nights you getting cooked by like a rando. Like I want to say rando. Like there's gonna be some nights you get like that random player that's like going crazy for you. I can't think of no sense off the top of my head. That's kind of crazy too. But yeah, I like this fire though. I know people, like I said, I know people gonna kill us for Trey not being like a top 3 pick. Because realistically, he said if we did this different and we put this order like, all right, who am I starting a franchise with first? And you just going off like that, Trey's probably gonna be like a top 5 pick.
Because you're building it out with other players, and I feel like because okay, like I'm talking about like Scotty Barnes was a player. I was like, all right, I wanted to.
He was on my list, bro. He was almost my Zion pick.
And that's what I'm saying. I was trying to incorporate him because I'm like, bro, he a long wing. Like you can put him at the 4 through the 2 or shit if you really want to do it, the 1 or whatever. He can play damn near all 5 positions depending on the matchup if you really want to do it, right? I'm like, I need that defense on a real team. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get Scotty Barnes. But if I still got Anthony Edwards and Cade Cunningham and Jason Tatum on the board, you're not making it, nigga. So I'm like, if I can't surround him with the defense, it ain't gonna work. But like you said, like if it come down to it and if we start a franchise, of course Trae Young would have been off the board.
I ain't gonna lie, you took either way. Either way it went, I was like, if he get the first pick, I know Luka out of there. If I get 2 and 3, I know I'm getting Tatum, and I was gonna probably get Cade wasn't on my list. I'm mad at myself because that's my favorite. That's my favorite prospect from the last like 2 years.
He gonna be.
And I don't want to say it because like, I was like the number one pick. I like him and Paolo. I legitimately think like him and Paolo are like 2 super really special dudes. Because who's at the first 2020? Why am I blanking like that? That wasn't was that Ant draft? That was 2020.
Yeah, because he's been in the league 2 years.
Yeah. I like him as a prospect, but I legit think like Cade is potentially generational. I feel like he has that LeBron type feel where he's like, I can do everything. If I'm not doing every single thing elite, I'm doing it really, really, really well. Like shooting wise, I think he's getting there. He had a rough start to this season, like for sure. But once he like caught, I didn't even know he was injured. I just thought it was just like not the yips. People were saying the yips, but like not everybody comes out the gate. Even if you're special, not everybody comes out the gate like I'm gonna give you like 25 like a night. But like, I think especially after All Star, I think he was on like a super crazy tear after All Star. It was like 18 or 27 and 7 or some shit like that. Like
the game that stood out to me is he had a game against the Nets where like they didn't win, but like late in the game he scored like 10, 15 straight, bro. Like just like I'm not letting us lose. They end up losing because it's Kyrie and KD, but but he was going crazy, and I was like, oh no, bro, he's special, like for real. So we're gonna see for sure.